Welcome back to Coming This Summer.
Yeah, of course that's our intro. We'll pull from that.
We'll go right into our favorite, at least I don't want to speak for you completely, but my favorite movie of the year so far, I know we're only a few weeks in, has been Beekeeper for sure.
Beekeeper, yes, the greatest action movie of our time.
It is for the
of the decade,
of
probably.
Yeah, it rivals John Wick for sure for
of the
best
half
action
decade
movie for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. It came out, and we'll get the box office numbers later in the show, but it came out that Jason Statham actually trained to be a beekeeper.
He went to beekeeping school. BU, BKU.
I was gonna say
not Burger King University, but Beekeeping University. I want that footage. I want.
You know, me and you were joking,
taking care of business
on our Twitch stream last night about how funny that would be if they had a behind the scenes documentary.
Do you think that's like on the inevitable Blu-ray that they do?
I hope they do.
We get Taking Care of Business starring Jason Statham.
That's the name.
I just need 30 minutes of a documentary of him learning to take care of bees. That'd be the funniest shit ever. I need it.
I can't imagine, like, okay, do you think it's the studio that goes up to him and they're like,
no.
If you want this, no.
You have to take, if you want this job, you have to take care of bees? No, he's like, I want to take care. It's like the closest thing to method acting without being a method actor, where that's like fucking crazy, you know? To
it's
like
kind of method.
Yeah, but it's like, he's not like also then going and kicking 15 FBI agents' asses.
He's not, yeah, that's true. Hey, we're going to need to hire some, yeah, he really gets to go beat the shit out of FBI agents.
He's like, I can do it in real life. In a real threat, I believe Jason Statham could take down 15 FBI agents. Yeah. And also know how to take care of bees.
It says he had to learn.
I was going to say, it looked...
This is from Entertainment Weekly, yeah.
It looked pretty authentic.
David Ayer, who directed the movie, said in his interview, it's real. The bees are real. He had to learn how to do it all.
No CGI bees, huh? Wow.
That's crazy. It says it's interesting because we see him as this rough, punch-up guy, and yet you get the zen of it all.
With those actual hornets he zapped?
I bet you... Wow. It's going to piss off some people there.
I don't know. Hornets are a threat to like bees like actually take care of the environment, so I feel like that's a good one, you know.
David Ayer said he was so zen with the bees and so like a natural beekeeper, he did not get stung one time.
Damn, yeah. They're like, that's fucking Jason Statham.
He's a treasure. Yeah, he'll sting us back. He will literally cut us in. Where's the queen?
Do you think the bees get starstruck? They're like, we had to deal with Farmer Jim, but that's fucking Jason Statham. That's fucking Shaw.
Yeah, where'd Farmer Jim go? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Jason Statham just showed up. Shut up. That's not oh my God.
Oh, it's him.
It's just
it's him.
Yeah, oh my God. That's R.L. Stein has confirmed, since he's hot again. This like 70-year-old author he's so hot right now. Which is
R.L. Stein. He's hot right
now.
Really
hot. He's really hot right now. We just had, so this year, sincerely, we had 2 big R.L. Stein projects. One that was way better than the other. Way better.
2. You could just say 2. It doesn't need to be 2 big ones. Just 2.
2 projects.
2 projects.
Yeah. One was the Canadian filmed and should have just not even been Canadian released. Not released at all. Was what the hell was that one called?
Zombie Town.
Zombie Town.
With actors Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase
and others.
Zombie Town was awful, yeah.
And then we had Disney Plus's Goosebumps series.
Which started amazing.
It was okay overall. Right.
I think they did a 5-episode release, and it was like, okay, we get these individual stories, and then like after episode 5, it's like converge and plot, and it's like...
And the ball started to get fumbled.
Just do like the 90s show. I don't even know how they didn't play that theme song
the Jack Black
once.
movies.
Or the Jack Black
which
movies.
Were good. The first one, really.
Like
but
borrow
still.
from any of those. No, we're going to do the puppet again. You do the puppet in every fucking thing, every Goosebumps fucking thing. The show ended with the puppet. The fucking Jack Black movie has the puppet involved. Like, and this had the stupid fucking puppet.
It's like R.L.
Son of a bitch.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Slappy. That's his fucking
Slappy
Spider-Man.
Man.
Slappy Man. Yeah.
Well, this is going to be on Netflix now. And this it's going to be a new movie, Fear Street, a new Fear Street movie.
So it's not a sequel to the Goosebumps show.
Won't be. No, it's going to be another independent project.
Okay, I thought you were starting this with telling me they got greenlit for a season 2 of that show.
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
It does look like that's going to happen, though.
Woo!
So we'll have that devastating announcement when for you when it happens.
I hate the show. It just like lasted 12 episodes too long.
Much. There's
yeah.
too much. Even my
way
kids
too
were
much.
like, the finale was great. What? There's another 2 episodes?
And then they're like, what if they went on a road trip? Why? You
What if
fucking
we
ended it?
Stay with me now. What if we just did new episodes forever?
It's like if the shawarma scene continued, and then it's like Cap doing
became a
his
movie.
dry cleaning, and like Hawkeye's trying to pay his rent.
It's like a Rick
you
and
know?
Morty after
Yeah.
credits, and you're like,
He's
"Are you
still- the
following
commercial's
me?"
still going.
Yeah, the commercial's still going.
Yeah, that's the last 2 episodes of Goosebumps. It's like the shawarma scene extended from Avengers, where we see them go off and do their regular live shit. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Hawkeye's just in his house playing catch in the backyard with his kids.
He's on Xbox.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like
30 minutes.
no dialogue.
What am I watching?
Goosebumps sucked. Yeah.
Okay, so this movie is based on the Fear Street series.
Okay. I don't
which
know what
I didn't
I'm not
watch.
familiar
And is
with
that on
Fear
Netflix?
Street. I'm not
so
familiar.
It's another one of his. It was a
I'm-
book series.
Oh, okay.
The books the
Okay.
Fear Street. I think it's basically like
like a
older
spin-off of
Goosebumps.
Okay.
think
Okay.
for slightly
That's what
older
okay.
people, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't read Goosebumps as a kid, so I don't think I read Fear Street as a teen or, preteen or
right.
whatever.
But
yeah.
it was like R.L. Stein presents Goosebumps.
Presents
colon,
Fear
Fear
Street.
Street. Then the title of the thing. I'm pretty sure. Seriously, I'm not even.
That should
being
be
a dick.
exactly how it's framed on Netflix. It should be R.L. Stein presents a Goosebumps story of Fear Street. This.
That's how you do it. Like, you know how they normally just have like the 3 boom booms, but it'd be like R.L. Stein presents Goosebumps presents Fear Street. It's so speaking of television shows, we were just talking about Echo. Check our review out.
Echo.
Which actually has gotten pretty good reviews, like media reviews for a change, because they.
Yeah, but what are the YouTube commenters saying?
This
B?
is true.
That's what people care about.
People are apparently watching the show. Number one, this is the first experiment that they did where they dropped it on Hulu and Disney Plus at the same time.
I did not know that. Okay,
Yes.
smart.
And it was number one on both.
I think that's why a lot more people have opinions about it, good or bad. Yeah.
It was their first MCU official TV ma, right?
Yes.
I know Netflix is Daredevil. We know all that, Jessica Jones.
MCU.
And I know now they are MCU now,
right.
as of literally last Wednesday.
Yeah.
But we mean made originally for this original timeline that wasn't all, now being pigeonholed into something different.
Except for the things we don't want.
I think I don't have specific numbers here other than it was number one in pretty much every market that it dropped. I'm sure by the end of this month we'll get
Actual.
more specific numbers. But I think that proves, and you've said it, Marvel's taking the approach of we don't care about the outside
Yeah, we're just going to
peanut gallery.
do what we want.
We have a plan.
Echo was announced like 2-3 years ago. If people had a problem with it, they weren't outspoken about it because they clearly went ahead and made the show.
So even though Tom Cruise inked a non-exclusive deal with Warner Brothers, he is now apparently going back to Paramount because Paramount gave him what he had been wanting, which is Top Gun 3.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's not walking.
So now he's kind of backtracked, and now he's going to work for both. Now,
He's like on his way to Warner Brothers, and like Saslav opens the door, and he's like, "Fuck that!" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "So, Top Gun 3, huh?" Yeah. He's like, "I could retire. You want me to retire?"
yeah. At this point, I think he'll act until he drops dead.
Oh
on set.
God, yeah. Until he dies.
I think he'll be jumping out of a plane at 80 and have a heart attack, and he'll still somehow finish the scene and then drop dead.
That has to be a movie. He's got to die in an actual movie, that they're filming,
That would be insane.
and they have to release it because that's what he would have wanted.
Hey guys, check me out. I'm probably gonna die on this. You know how he always does like the recorded things for the movies that
Yeah.
they do the commercials for.
What if he died on the motorcycle jump, and then like that's how Mission Impossible ends? He fucks up a stunt
And dies.
and they're like,
And in his contract, he's like, "You must release the movie even if I die."
his
And,
will. Yeah.
he is currently shooting Mission Impossible 8 right now.
Yeah,
at
I
Paramount.
figured. No stunt has been teased for that one yet. He's not. I don't know. What the big one is, but I hope it's huge.
He's also working on a movie for Universal since he got out of his Paramount exclusive deal.
In one day, he signed a fucking.
he's money. It's a movie about NASA. It's some kind of outer space movie that they're working on there.
Okay.
Doug Liman is directing that.
Okay.
Yeah, and Top Gun 3, which is what he's wanted to do for forever.
Cool. I didn't know. Really? Since Top Gun 2 came out?
Well, Top Gun 2 was delayed like 2 or 3 years anyway,
okay.
but I guess they've always wanted to do multiple ones, which it is crazy to think it was like 20, 30 years between those two movies.
And now it's like two have come out.
Made $1.5 billion.
Oh, okay. All right.
So they're going to make 10 more
Top
of them.
Gun 8.
Yeah, he'll be the instructor flying the thing at 100 years old. God damn.
Top Gun 7 Part 1, Fallout. Top Gun 8 Part 2, Dead Reckoning. It's just all the Mission Impossible names.
Speaking of Universal, How to Train Your Dragon, the live-action remake, which we were both kind of, last year when it was announced, kind of like,
DreamWorks? Don't start, DreamWorks.
Don't do it,
Don't
Disney.
fucking start.
Don't do it.
Don't. Because you're going to do Kung Fu Panda, and then you're going to do Shrek, and it's going to be a fucking nightmare.
Okay.
If it was a different story in that world in a live action thing, I'd be so on board. But it's just a remake of the first movie that we already know.
But see, I'm much cooler with remakes if you can get to the point. Like, I like, and I know it's probably going to be terrible, but I like that Moana is going to go ahead and just grab The Rock and bring him in live action, because I think if you make these movies remade, give it time, but time not so long that you can't. Like, if you make Kung Fu Panda live action, but with like a live action CGI kind of weird panda, but Jack Black's still doing the voice.
Okay.
See what I mean?
All right.
Disney's like, hey, let's do Cinderella live action 50 years later. You know what I mean? Let's do Beauty and the Beast 30 years later.
Yeah.
Like, at least this is within a time frame that if you wanted to bring back some of the characters, you could, and you'd still be able to use the. I don't know.
Okay.
It still is shitty when you have so many original, like, there's writers and people out there that can't get work when you're just like, let's just keep remaking the same thing 30
Let's just
times.
do this in live action. Fuck, man. That movie came out in like what, 2010?
Oh, the first one?
Yeah, right? And I think it was
if
the
not
second one
even-
came out in 2012 maybe, and then it was like a big gap between the third one.
Yeah, they take some time between those movies.
Mhm. I want a new How to Train Your Dragon with
As
like their
opposed to-
cool fucking animation now. You know? Like,
Yeah, the animation's
imagine How to Train Your Dragon 4. Like, fuck Hiccup and Toothless. Like, you're done with
do
that.
a whole new thing.
Just do a new thing, but with
Yeah.
that animation.
Okay.
Like,
You're right.
Oh my God. You have like all your Netflix shows that you do, like you're tapping the well, bro. There's like 8 How to
This
Train Your
should make
Dragon
you feel
shows.
better though. Dean DeBlouse is who's the person who co-wrote and directed the original trilogy, and he's doing the live action.
Okay, but it's just the same story is what I'm trying to
Let's
say.
say maybe
you
he
know?
always wanted to do it live action. Now the technology is where he wanted it, and now he gets to redo the trilogy how he actually wanted it to do it, but in with real people.
Okay.
All right, let's get into box office. Number 1 movie, Mean Girls. We said it went over 31 million.
Yeah, it did.
Which is 14% above the originals from 20 years ago, 24 million. But with inflation,
Yeah.
this will probably break 100 million at the
24
box
back
office.
then it was way better than 30 million today.
Probably
Right?
like in the high 30s.
Right?
Yeah. Number 2, Beekeeper.
Yes, sir. There's no way that was beating Mean Girls. But like
No way.
No
but it
way.
did better.
Yeah.
They had it 13 million for the 3-day, 16 million for the 4. It did 16.8 in the 3-day.
Nice.
Which was more than Expendables did.
Okay.
It outdid. He by him. That proves what we talked about. Anybody that went to see Expendables was to see Jason Statham.
Yeah.
And he carried that entire movie.
Because he takes over as the main
And
character.
he takes over the movie. This made just almost the exact amount of money opening weekend as that movie did with nobody else. That should show you right there if you're we don't need any of those old fart action
of those
heroes.
old guys.
It's
Yeah.
Jason Statham.
Yeah.
He's
like,
the draw.
It's Fast and the Furious.
And
the
we
newest
did-
one, he shows up and you're like,
Oh, thank God. There he is. And we did. I pulled up his average last week of all of his movies. He's been like 48 movies, and what his average opening is and it was, I think it's between like 16 and 20 million. And there again, his movies deliver. You know what you're gonna get.
you know exactly
Minimum.
what you're
You
going
know
to
the
get.
basement you're gonna get, so you know if you keep the budget in some kind of realm of reality, then you're gonna make money on him.
Yeah. Always bank on Jason Statham. Always.
It's great compared to other movies that he's been in or movies that are in genre. It's 47% up. The Mechanic. Those movies were ridiculous. Pretty much everyone in that genre, it's up. Go ahead.
Can we do a Jason Statham movie rankings?
We should.
Please.
We should. We have to kind of break that down though.
The
he's done 48.
The JSCU. Oh, okay.
So we got to like
limit. Yeah.
how much of a character in it before we can rank it.
Like Cranked level or Beekeeper level.
Yes, like
Is it
Transporter,
Jason Megs?
Meg,
yeah,
Transporter.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. I
Okay,
think we do
okay.
that.
Not like Expendables. You know, like Hobbs and Shaw would be a Jason
That
Statham
counts
movie
because that's
yeah.
I got you.
But like not each Fast movie he's in. Like no.
No, because he has to be in enough of it.
He has to be the main character. It has to be a Jason Statham top
well,
billing movie.
the one that he's a bad guy in, the Fast movie.
Yeah, does that count?
He's in it a lot.
Oh, he is like the main
He's
bad,
like a bad guy.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
So, but
okay.
that's what I'm saying. So that one would count, but like the other ones, he's only in for like 8 minutes as like the
like
help
Fast
at
X
the
wouldn't
end.
count, you know, because he's like in it for 10 seconds, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like that,
no.
I don't think those count. Okay.
Okay, we'll break that down. We'll do a Jason Statham rankings. Beekeeper's the number one, but
Oh God, probably. Yeah, Crank's up there though.
Crank's better than both the Meg movies, that's for sure. Yeah,
Crank
Meg
2
2
Crank
was,
2's better than both the big movies.
I don't know. Meg 2 was the stupidest shit I've seen all year, and
It's
it was
pretty dumb.
awesome. Yeah.
Number 3, the movie we were just talking about, Wonka,
Mm-hmm.
is
Damn, still number 3.
only 40% fall. It's now at, we just mentioned over 500 million worldwide, but it is at 176 million domestically. There is a chance this movie breaks 200 million, which is insane considering that it only opened to like 40 million.
Wow.
That's legs. This was the Puss in Boots of the year this year. Like last year's. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
That's pretty awesome. And it's going to be, it's 4% below Charlie and the Chocolate Factory in the same run. So that's a pretty good comparison. It's 13% above the Mary Poppins Returns movie, which was also a big hit.
Okay. Like a reboot of an old character, yeah.
So it's doing pretty well.
Damn.
That other movie that we keep talking about that we need to go see, and we've had requests to review, the Anyone But You, the romantic comedy,
Yeah, we
is
gotta
up
see that.
another 11%. $9.5 million in its
We're rolling
third
in,
weekend.
unfortunately,
It's a Valentine's
to
Day.
Valentine's
It's gonna
Day.
keep making money.
Yeah.
They got
New
themselves.
Year's is like, it's like Christmas, New Year's, into Valentine's Day is the perfect time to release
You're
a
right.
fucking rom-com. Like, it's genius. Yeah. I'm so shocked by that. But, like, Mean Girls right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so that
Fucking
yeah,
Anyone But
that's
You.
gonna be a huge chick flick. Okay, that was last weekend. It went up, but this weekend it fell, but it only fell 29% to 7 million, which is still 15% above the 6 million it did 4 weeks ago in its debut. That's insane.
Jesus. Legs.
Legs, man.
More legs.
Migration, another leg movie.
Little
Only
du-
drops
little duck legs.
38% to 6 million. It's now at 86 million. It's gonna break 100. It might make more than Trolls
What?
after it debuted to nothing.
Damn.
That's nuts.
Trolls got gypped, I think. I think in theaters, Trolls got kneecapped
It
by
did.
like that somehow. By migration.
It's running 3% ahead of Trolls right now.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's fucking wild.
Aquaman is another one that's lagging out, and I bet you DC they don't know what to do now because they're like, oh shit balls, shit.
Because they didn't advertise it was the end of the DCEU and it doesn't end the DCEU. So when it picks up without Henry Cavill's Superman next year, they'll just be like, what the fuck? Where's Aquaman?
It's at 108 million, which is more than most of them have made domestically since Black Adam.
Wow.
Wow. Aquaman's original one domestically made 287.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, then the other 1.2 billion or whatever
Yeah.
made overseas. It's 70% above Blue Beetle, 91% in front of Shazam right now.
Holy shit.
2% in front of Flash. It's only behind.
That's not as high as I thought for Flash.
But still, Flash was dead though. This was like it. Like this is still going to make another 10, 15 million.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And it's 28% behind Black Adam. So it's kind of crazy. That's what I'm saying, dude. And that was still the number one since all that happened. Yeah. I know. Yeah, but it's The Rock that ruined it. Remember?
And that shit was, out of all of those, the best one.
That's the one that canceled the whole thing too. That just shows you. Anyway, we'll
It's
go
like, we
off
got
on it.
Pierce Brosnan as Dr. fucking Fate. And I'm like, yes, dude. And then they're like,
Canceled.
Nah, we're not doing that. What? Why?
Night Swim, which is terrible. Check out our
It's
review.
probably the worst movie of the year.
It
And
fell
we still
six-
got,
it is.
We still got fucking 12 months to go.
It's not. Yeah, it's going to be hard to knock that off the horror.
Unless
worst
they
of the
do
year.
a Joyride 2 this year, it'll be the worst movie of the year.
This movie, it dropped 60% to just under 5 million, but is now at already 16 million and change 17 million domestically.
I think that made money then.
and the budget's $10 million.
I think it's, yeah.
if you
yeah.
count overseas,
Yeah.
it's already in the green. So
Jesus.
it doesn't matter how bad. That's what we've tried to say to you guys over and over again. It does not even matter if they would have made this R, it would have made even more money. That's why I
Yeah.
don't understand why they went the PG route. I think or PG-13 because I think they tried to get more of a general audience.
Mm-hmm.
But man,
It's not that
hardcore
movie. Yeah.
horror movie people would have showed up more for the blood and the guts and the craziness.
Rated R.
Yeah.
This would have been like it could have been this year's Evil Dead Rise.
It could have.
Because
You
like,
could have
Evil
made
Dead dropped in like fucking January last year or like March or whatever,
yeah, I
right?
think
Like
March.
super early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
And then,
and the water is scary. You could have made that. You could have made a terrifying movie about pools. Are you kidding me? Holy
Yeah.
shit! You could have made that.
like I want people getting sucked into the filter. Then it's just like guts spill out, you know? Like give me that, bro.
That's pretty much.
You didn't even need demons.
You didn't.
Like pools are deadly, dog.
Yeah, you could make it creepy without anything.
I know.
Yeah, magic water.
Yeah.
That is a line in the movie that's said like 5 times. It's the magic water.
Yeah. No, like jets are like pulling people's guts out without them
Yeah.
knowing. Like you don't need demons.
The demon whatever the water's possessed could have been sucking people in through the jets, like
Yeah.
squeezing them through the
yes.
little thing.
Yes.
There's a million things. Done.
Yes. That. What
No,
he's
instead
saying.
of meow, cut to black. Where's the cat? I don't
coll-
know.
and the
There's a
collar's
collar in the
floating
pool,
in the
though.
water.
I'm sure he got scared, honey. He'll be back. We don't.
Night swim.
It's like actual lines from the movie too.
Yeah.
We'll round out here the box office. Boys in the Boat. Your Clooney movie fan
Haven't
that you're
seen
a fan
it,
of.
but every time I go to look for tickets, it's a packed theater.
Because it's only in so many theaters. It's still in the top 10. It's holding pretty well.
Okay.
It's at about 40 million.
Maybe we'll come in with a better late than never for that one.
Okay.
Also, all the ones we missed at like the end of the year that they
We should.
just dumped all in one weekend, you know, and it was impossible to see them all.
It is, and it's really bad. As we get out of here, I'll say this: I was watching like playoff football, and I'm watching trailers for movies that are literally in 500 theaters. And I'll give you an example. I saw the trailer for American Fiction 4 times on Sunday watching
Holy shit!
the playoffs.
And it's like nowhere.
It's not even in enough theaters to crack. Okay, The Book of Clarence was 10th.
Okay.
It only hit 2,000 theaters, which is wide, but not as wide as you would think. It debuted 10th. It did not do well.
Damn.
2.5 million. American Fiction is it only expanded to 625 theaters.
Oof.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. They're running campaigns during what people are watching. 50 million people are watching NFL playoffs, and you're
For
running
a movie that's in
it's
500.
right. What's going on there? I know MGM it's an Amazon thing. So what I think
like
is
they're
they
trying
did
to just
the,
get it out on
the Jason
streaming
Bateman,
or-
Matt Damon movie, the Air movie.
Okay.
It seems very
Like
much
a limited
the same.
release.
Get people to know what it is, get a bunch of hype and awards, then get it to the streaming service. So you can
Okay.
go get the streaming service. That's what it's feeling like. It did 2
They can write off
million.
the marketing if it's for the movie.
That's what it is. It finished
It's not
11th.
advertisement if it's to promote the thing that's coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It finished 11th, and Poor Things, which we will have a review for soon, also, which is in
That's also
limited
getting like
release.
a second wind. Yeah, it's weird.
It did 2 million. Soul's re-release, which Disney
Didn't market.
announced in December,
Mhm.
and then didn't say another word.
Didn't say anything.
Um,
There was no promo. There's no Super Bowl ad like your or football commercial or anything. It's not anywhere on Disney Plus. You even go to Soul and it's not like back in theaters.
it's
What are you doing?
in almost 3 times the theaters that American Fiction is in. American Fiction did 1.9 million and change. Do you want to take a stab as we get out of here? What Soul
Did that do 10 plus? No. Oh, less than $1 million. I'm gonna go 300,000.
You're close. $429,000.
Oh no! Oh no! Experiment failed. Do you think they're gonna pull Luca and Turning Red?
It says they're still Turning Red and Luca will be released February 9th and March 22nd, respectively. Now, maybe guys advertise that you're re-releasing your movies in theaters. We ran a poll,
I
and
guarantee
most people
you-
were like, Soul's re-releasing?
Yep. Yeah. I guarantee you, if on one of those thumbnails, title cards on Disney Plus, if it Soul back in theaters, blankety blank date to blankety blank date.
Why not?
Back in theaters.
Yeah, 1 week or 2 week run. Go see it because that's all you got. Nothing.
I don't even want to see it now because it's like,
You're right,
why
they
should
didn't
I?
even- there's nothing on
I'm
Disney
like, I
Plus
could go
about
watch it 18 times right now until I pass the fuck out from exhaustion for free with my Disney Plus subscription that I got for Echo again and Percy Jackson, which I'm inevitably watching. Hanging on the edge of my seat for that Percy Jackson. Oh boy. Yeah.
All right, I think that about does it. I think we're
Tapped, Wells
We're outta here.
tapped.
Wells
All right,
tapped.
boys. Let us comment what you think.
we got reviews coming for a bunch of stuff this week. So get ready for
the
that.
TED show dropped.
We'll have our Attack on Titan.
Oh, yeah.
Last week that the finale, the English dub finale drops. We'll have that whole series wrap up. Or there was another.
Lift, the Netflix Kevin Hart movie, which is.
I think I was already trying to
actually,
delete that out of my brain.
Okay, that's the worst movie of the year.
Oh, you're right.
That's not worse than what were we just talking about?
Night Swim.
Night Swim. That's not worse than Night
No,
Swim.
because you're right.
That's worse than Night Swim. Yeah.
It is because Night Swim cost $8 million to make, and it didn't
cost $100 million.
Oh my god!
And
it had 18 A-list celebrities in it.
Lift review coming soon.
Fell this week at a bunch of networks because it's the new year. You know, we're just a couple months removed from the strike being over. They're realigning all of their, processes and
out with the old, in with the new. You know,
we're talking about Our Flag Means Death, which now I will say, and I'll die on this hill, the best 2-season show of all time.
Yeah,
you will not convince me.
Nope.
A limited